The body-shaped impression in the attic hay was still warm when investigators pressed their hands into it on the morning of April 4, 1922. Andreas Gruber had told his neighbor on March 30th that he found strange footprints in the snow leading from the forest to his barn, but none leading back out. He found a newspaper in the house that no one in the family had purchased, dated March 25th, lying on the kitchen table with no explanation. On March 31st, Andreas heard footsteps in the attic, directly above the family bedroom at 3:17 in the morning, and found the hatch door slightly open. He climbed up with his lantern and found nothing, but the hay was disturbed in a pattern that matched the impression police would discover 4 days later. Victoria told her father not to report it to police because the previous maid had caused enough gossip in the village 6 months earlier. The maid, Christians Rieger, had worked at Hinterkaifeck for 11 months before quitting suddenly in September 1921, with no notice and no forwarding address. When police interviewed her on April 5th, she told them she heard voices in the house at night coming from the attic and the walls, voices that did not belong to the family. She claimed she heard a man's voice speaking Low German dialect at 3:33 a.m. on 3 separate nights. But when she went to investigate, the attic was empty. Christians told investigators she also heard the voice humming a tune she did not recognize, and once she heard what sounded like someone eating in the darkness above her room. Andreas Gruber had dismissed her complaints as the imagination of a nervous woman and refused to investigate, telling her the farm was old and wood settles at night. Cecilia Gruber confirmed to police that she had also heard the sounds but believed they were caused by the spirit of her late husband and told no one outside the family. For 6 months after Christians left, the family operated the farm without hired help, and the sounds in the attic stopped completely until the week of March 25th. On March 30th, Victoria placed an advertisement in the Schrobenhausen newspaper for a new maid to start work on March 31st, offering wages above the regional standard. Maria Baumgartner, a 44-year-old widow from the neighboring village of Weidhofen, accepted the position and arrived at Hinterkaifeck by foot at approximately 3 p.m. on March 31st. Police determined from witness statements that Maria was killed between 4:30 and 5 p.m. that same day, within 2 hours of her arrival at the farm. Her body was discovered in the small maid's bedroom on the ground floor, still wearing her brown wool coat and hat, as if she had never been given time to unpack her belongings. The suitcase investigators found beside her bed contained a clean work dress, undergarments, a Bible, and a letter addressed to her sister in Weidhofen that she had planned to mail on Sunday. Forensic examination showed that Maria had been struck from behind with the same pickaxe used to kill the rest of the family, indicating she was likely the first victim. The attack occurred in the bedroom doorway based on blood spatter patterns, suggesting she opened the door to someone already inside the room waiting for her. Investigators found no signs of forced entry to the maid's bedroom and determined the door had been closed and undisturbed until police arrived on April 4th. The bedroom door was locked from the inside with the iron key still in the lock mechanism, but when police searched the house, they found a second identical key lying on the kitchen table. The key on the kitchen table showed fresh scratches on the teeth consistent with recent use, and forensic analysis confirmed it fit the maid's bedroom lock perfectly. Someone had locked Maria's door from the inside, left through the locked door, and placed the key on the kitchen table where the family would find it the next morning. Part 4 is already on the profile. The next piece of evidence changes everything.